Well, Sam, talking to us after the end of what has been an incredible first day. The scores after a repeat day one: Northants 81 all out, Essex 170 all out, now Northants 23 for 5. Just phenomenal. People will look at that scoreline and say, oh, a Chelmsford wicket. But was it that bad?
Easy for me to say, obviously standing here with a few wickets, to say it's obviously a good wicket. I don't think it's a bad wicket, genuinely. I think, touched on earlier there, I think it is just the odd ball doing something, and sometimes when I think there's 3 or 4 or 5 good balls and over where you feel bat on ball as a batter, if the 6th ball does do a bit, you sometimes find the nick, and I think that was the case today. I think for large periods it was a good wicket, but the odd ball just did a bit, and I think we were pretty disciplined as a unit to keep. I think that's something we do well, is keep that ball going in the right area, so if it does do a bit, we're in the game. I think that's what myself, Ports and Snates did really well as a seam attack. Obviously Harmy backed us up brilliantly as well, exploiting the spin that he always does.
Going back to the start of play, Northants win the toss, and perhaps you alluded to it there. They decided to bat first, possibly because of the Harmer fear factor. But a number of counties have come unstuck doing that here, haven't they? They tend to overlook the Cook-Porter factor as well, and that's to their cost. If you like, you got them on the back for almost straight away, didn't you? You and Jamie getting those early wickets. So important for the Essex side to get on top at that stage.
Yeah, I think the 10:30 starts, I think, is one that, like you say, I think a lot of teams come here and away from home as well, bat first to try and take Harmy out of the game. Batting 4th innings against Harmy is obviously something that none of us want to do. But like you say, I think sometimes in those 10:30 starts, when there's a bit of moisture around or there's a little bit in the wicket, obviously plays into myself, Port, Snates' hands, whoever is bowling, and I think we've done really well at really taking the initiative in those early starts and getting the ball in a good area, because when there is a bit of movement there, you've still got to put it there and be relentless. And I think that's something that we've done really well over the last sort of few years since I've been since Port's been in the team, obviously before me. He's relentless, he doesn't miss his area, or very rarely misses his area. I think if you can keep sort of the pressure on, then when it does a bit, hopefully it takes the edge or is straight.
We're only at the end of day one, but it seems quite incredible that it seems possible. We've scored 170, we could go on to win by an innings. That's just a tribute, I think, to the bowlers, particularly you and Porter. I guess Harmy's a bit livid in there, and he's not getting much chance to take any glory. And again,
just you wait, he'll find a way tomorrow. I'm sure he'll do something special, pull off a ridiculous catch, or he'll get 5 for nothing in the morning. No, he'll find a way. But I think, like you say, obviously looking at the game now, it might be easy to look that way, but we've still got to be ruthless and relentless in the morning and keep doing what we've done well today, because you never know, obviously in cricket, obviously as quickly a session can turn the game the other way. So I think we've just got to be really focused to come here tomorrow and get the job done and be ruthless with the ball, and then hopefully if we've got whatever we've got to knock off with the bat, we do that well.
And often you read in the papers bowlers' outstanding performances, and they say took 5 weeks here, end up with match figures of so and so and so and so. You've got day figures of 9 for 26. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll be pleased with that one, to be fair. It does bring up a smile to my face. I think, yeah, it's when you put it like that, it's quite a pleasing achievement for me. I think obviously you work hard and long season, it's nice to obviously have those accolades every now and then. So yeah, I think it's one of those days you just got to smile, enjoy it, but be ready to come back tomorrow, because you never know what's around the corner in cricket. So just got to be mentally ready to go again tomorrow and try and finish off the job.
And finally, 50 championship wickets for you this season, Sam. Well done on that. Really, congratulations. It's been a stellar season for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think I've been pleased. I think the last few years, I think I felt like I've bowled well, but maybe not got the returns, like you say, 50 wickets, and it's something that I've really targeted, especially over the last 2 seasons. So to do it today, I think it was something that I was personally really chuffed with, to be fair. I think it's been a personal target of mine for a long time, so to do that is, yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't pleased. But I want to keep adding a few more to it tomorrow, hopefully.